everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're experimenting with something interesting. Can we make lye soap without using water? I started wondering about this because water doesn't directly participate in the saponification reaction. So, is it possible to create soap without it? Let's find out. In order to make soap with lye, we still need a solvent. If we can't use water to dissolve the lye, what other options do we have? Before trying everything myself, I asked ChatGPT for suggestions. It listed alternatives like milk, tea, herbal infusions, fruit or vegetable juices, beer, wine, and coconut water. But to me, these are still water-based, meaning they still contain water. The question remains, can we make soap without any water at all? So, I came up with the idea of using glycerin instead. Glycerin, also known as glycerol, is a natural humectant that attracts moisture. It's a thick, clear, and odorless liquid derived from fats and oils, commonly used in skincare products for its moisturizing properties. Unlike water, glycerin is an alcohol and doesn't evaporate the same way. Which makes me wonder, can it work as a solvent for lye in soap making? I asked ChatGPT again to see if we could use glycerin to dissolve sodium hydroxide. ChatGPT's answer: no, you cannot use pure glycerin to dissolve sodium hydroxide. It explained that sodium hydroxide requires a water-based liquid to fully dissolve. If you try using only glycerin, here's what could happen. In complete dissolution, the lye will not fully dissolve, which could result in a lye-heavy soap. Extremely thick and difficult to work with, the mixture would become too thick, making it hard to mix properly. Potential safety hazards: without proper dissolution, sodium hydroxide may remain in undissolved chunks, leading to caustic spots in your soap, which can be dangerous. ChatGPT also suggested alternative ways to incorporate glycerin into soap making. Using glycerin as a superfat, this means adding it after saponification to boost moisture without affecting the lye solution. Using a water-glycerin mixture, for example, a 50-50 mix of water and glycerin, could help dissolve the lye while still incorporating glycerin, making a glycerin-based transparent soap. This is something I've done before. If you're interested, check out my previous videos. Easy method of making crystal clear soap. And another video of how to make crystal clear soap. Even though ChatGPT said no, I still wanted to experiment for myself. Can I really not dissolve sodium hydroxide in glycerin?
Warning: when handling lye, always wear proper safety gear, including gloves, eye protection, and mask. Failure to do so can result in serious burns, eye damage, or respiratory irritation from lye fumes. Always work in a well-ventilated area and handle with care.
I decided to give it a try anyway. I spent hours mixing sodium hydroxide with glycerin, but it just wouldn't dissolve. I even tried increasing the amount of glycerin and heating it up, hoping that would help. Still, nothing. The sodium hydroxide remained undissolved. That led me to my next question: can I use glycerin to dissolve potassium hydroxide? A few years ago, I took an online class with Rachel Ang, the founder of that whimsy soap in Malaysia. She taught me that it's actually possible to make a liquid soap paste by dissolving lye without water using only glycerin. But since it had been a while, I had forgotten exactly how it was done. So, I had to experiment from scratch as if I had never learned it before. For my first attempt, I used 1 part glycerin to dissolve an equal weight of potassium hydroxide. After hours of mixing, some of the potassium hydroxide dissolved, but not completely. For my second attempt, I increased the amount of glycerin to 2 parts glycerin to 1 part of potassium hydroxide. This helped a little, but it was still very difficult to dissolve. For my third attempt, I heated up the glycerin and increased the ratio to 2.5 times the amount of sodium hydroxide. Finally, it worked. It's not easy to melt potassium hydroxide with glycerin. Here are some tips to make the process smoother. Preheat the glycerin to around 90 degrees Celsius before adding the potassium hydroxide. Add potassium hydroxide slowly, in small amounts at a time. Maintain the temperature. If the glycerin cools down, the process will slow significantly. It may take a long time to dissolve. Using a small electric blender can help speed up the process. You may have wondered already. Both sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are types of lye. Why can potassium hydroxide dissolve in glycerin and sodium hydroxide couldn't? That is because of solubility differences. Sodium hydroxide requires more water molecules to fully break apart, while potassium hydroxide can dissolve more easily in glycerin. Also because of ion size and mobility. Potassium ions are larger than sodium ions, and their bonds with hydroxide are not as strong. This makes it easier for potassium ions to separate in glycerin. And because of glycerin's viscosity, this makes it harder for sodium hydroxide to move and dissolve. In contrast, potassium hydroxide has looser ionic bonds, so it dissolves more easily in glycerin. In summary, potassium hydroxide can dissolve in glycerin, works well for making liquid soap. Sodium hydroxide does not fully dissolve in glycerin. It can lead to undissolved lye, making it unsafe for cold process soap. Now, let's make liquid soap paste. Recipe can be found from the description down below. While this video is only focused on dissolving lye with glycerin, not how to make liquid soap, I will not spending time on explaining the process this time. I might make another video on how to make liquid soap if you are interested.